Hello guys, welcome to my channel. As the spring season draws to a close, it's time to look ahead to the summer and plan your anime watch list. There are plenty of upcoming second seasons, such as Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and Higurashi, as well as some new upcoming series like Remain and Girlfriend. Here's an overview of the most anticipated series arriving in summer 2021.
私は探偵です。私の助手になってよ。私が探偵で。
Number 10. The detective is already dead.
ついでにリボンなんかもつけてみた。どう？ちょっと調べたいことがあってね。
Kimizuka Kimihiko is a crisis magnet. From getting caught up in a crime scene to accidentally witnessing a drug deal, trouble seems to find him around every corner. So it is no surprise when his rather mundane flight suddenly enters a state of emergency with a dire need of a detective on board. Unfortunately, his attempt at avoiding trouble is foiled by a beautiful girl with silver hair who goes by the codename Siesta.
似合ってるな。
私の考え通りなら。助手。素直に言われるとは思わなかった。ウサギじゃないわよね。こんな生き物を初めて見たけど。
Number 9. Peach Boy Riverside.
入れた。あとは宿に入っちゃえば。
おや、見ないお顔だ。
Saltrine Aldyke, or Sari, is a bright, cheerful princess who wants to go on an adventure because she is bored of her tiny little castle in the countryside. One day, a horde of vicious demons known as Oni come knocking on her doorstep, threatening the lives of everyone in the kingdom. Thankfully, they are saved by a lone traveler named Kibutsu Mikoto who slays these monsters with a mysterious peach eye.
彼らはリムダール騎士団のものである。話を聞かせてもらおう。
しかし、ふらりとやってきた旅のお方がただ一人で魔物どもを皆殺しにしてくださったの。
Number 8. Jeihi samawakuja kenai. Although she survives, Jeihi has lost almost all of her powers and finds herself stranded in the human world with a childlike appearance. In order to gather more mystic gems so that she can permanently restore both her original form and the demon realm, Jeihi will have to adjust to her new life and deal with everyday problems that she has never experienced before. From working to pay for living expenses to arguing with her landlord whenever her rent is late, the great Jeihi will not be discouraged. Number 7. Girlfriend.
水瀬さんに惹かれたのは事実。これはもう二股する。
可愛い。俺にできることなら何でもする。
嫌なものは。
After harboring an unrequited love for years, naoyu Mukai finally gets to date his childhood friend, Saki. However, just as he tries to commit himself to this relationship, he receives an abrupt confession from Nagisa Minaze. At first, Naoyu tries to reject her but is soon overcome by feelings of not wanting to hurt Nagisa. Trying to avoid betraying his girlfriend's trust in him, Naoyu thinks up a solution to make both girls happy. 2 timing.
うちで3人で暮らそう。
渚ちゃん胸でか。一緒に入ってもいいですか。
するしかない。一緒に彼女に聞きに行かないか。
は？
勇者召喚の儀を執り行う。
Number 6. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. When Kazuya Soma is unexpectedly transported to another world, he knows the people expect a hero. But Suma's idea of heroism is more practical than most. He wants to rebuild the flagging economy of the new land he's found himself in. Betrothed to the princess and abruptly planted on the throne, this realist hero must gather talented people to help him get the country back on its feet, not through war or adventure, but with administrative reform.
新たに王となった勇者がいかほどのものか、その目で見極めていらっしゃい。
王国第13代国王アルベルト・エルガのもの、心して聞いてもらいたい。我がエルフリーで。
どうしたん？
思いついたかも。課題のテーマ。
Number 5. Bokatachi no Remake.
したものだ。こういうことなのかって思ってな。
それを一日の流れと合わせたら面白いものになるのかなって思ったんだけど。
Hashibakuya is a 28-year-old game developer. With his company going bankrupt, and him losing his job, he returns to his hometown. Looking at the success of creators of his age, he finds himself regretting his life decisions as he lay distressed on his bed. As Kuya wakes up, he discovers that he has traveled 10 years back to the time before he entered college. Will he be able to finally make things right?
すまないが手を貸してくれ。大体僕は今サークルなんかに。
私入ってもええかな。
映画なめないでよね。君に一つだけ言っておこう。創作に関わる。
僕はこの呪いを5歳の時に魔女からかけられた。
Number 4. The Duke of Death and His Maid.
惨めな人生を送ってちょうだい。
Cursed by a witch as a child, a young duke gained the unwanted power to kill every living thing he touches. Forced to move away from his family and into a large mansion deep in the woods, the duke is treated as if he does not exist and is continually shunned by his. However, he is not entirely alone. Rob and Alice, his butler and maid, are always by his side. Alice loves to tease him, and as their relationship grows, the Duke makes it his goal to break free from his deadly curse. Of course, he is going to need some help, and who better to do this than the various inhabitants of the supernatural?
起こさぬよう見つめていた。そっと眠る君。お救いください。
平穏世代のイダテンたちとでも言うのかな。
Number 2. Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy.
800年ほど昔じゃな。一体いつ封印が解けるってんだよ。
The fantasy centers around Makoto Misumi, an ordinary high school boy summoned to an alternate world as a brave warrior. Unfortunately, the goddess of the world said with disdain, "Your face is ugly," stripped him of his title, and banished him to the outermost fringes of the wilderness. While wandering the wilderness, Makoto encountered dragons, spiders, orcs, dwarves, and all sorts of other non-human species. Due to differences in the environment from his home world, Makoto now exhibits extraordinary powers in magic and combat.
我々に人の姿と知能を与え。じゃあどのくらいでするのか。実践しておくことにしようっと。よかろう。
いつも通りの一日だった。朝は家族と朝食。
Number 3. The Adartan deities know only peace.
もしかして僕が行かないとユキコ姉さんかマリが。
いかにも。
It has been 800 years since the battle gods, Adartan, who boast overwhelming speed and strength, contained the demons who led the world to ruin after a fierce battle. That battle is now just an old tale in a distant myth. While the peaceful generation of the gods, who have never fought since they were born, are out of peace, someone has revived the demons from a long sleep. Bring armed forces. Wisdom, politics, conspiracy, whatever you can use. No rule and no limit three-way battle royale is about to begin.
よし。
誠殿、私と契約しないか？
なあそれ。
契約とは。
アメリアさん、ヴァンピール。
Number 1. The case study of venetis.
でないと痛い目に遭うぞ。
Venetis no cart follows Noe, a young man traveling aboard an airship in 19th century Paris with one goal in mind, to find the Book of Venetis. A sudden vampire attack leads him to meet the enigmatic Venetis, a doctor who specializes in vampires and, much to Noe's surprise, a completely ordinary human. The mysterious doctor has inherited both the name and the infamous text from the Venetis of legend, using the grimoire to heal his patient, but behind his kind demeanor lies something a bit more sinister.
俺は医者だ、彼女。治しに来た。
like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun.